Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Negro News and America's Voice. Thank you so much for watching. God bless everybody in my country of Mexico, in my city of Tijuana, and God bless everybody in the United States of America. How's everybody doing on this Friday as we end the week? Let's thank God that we have two hands, two legs, that we can move, we can touch, a heart that we can feel, a mind that we can think, eyes that we can see, and a voice that we can communicate. Let's thank God for that. And we are healthy. God bless everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? What it came out right now in the morning, it is last night, and right now in the morning. Phase 3 yesterday was almost declared in our country. And why am I saying almost? The Subsecretary of Health, Hugo Lopez-Gatell, the guy from Mexico, the guy that has been in charge, the guy that has been given the face of Mexico in terms of who's healthy and who's not. This guy, because AMLO hasn't done anything, this guy, yesterday morning, he declared phase 3 on Tijuana, on Mexico, on our country of Mexico. He declared phase 3, and there's a lot of municipal cities, to be exact, 468, I think, municipal cities in our country of Mexico, that these cities are practically going to be on phase 3. Not all of the country is going to be in phase 3. Only some cities, municipal cities, and some states. Now, do you guys remember when I was telling you that normal cough, don't worry about it, normal cough. Do you guys remember when I was telling you guys that Tijuana in the state of Baja was far away from, being in a problem with the pandemic? Remember when I was telling you guys, hey, you know what, we are number 10, we are far away from, not that far away, but not that close, we're, secure, in that time frame. We're secure in that frame. And now Lopez-Gatell, the Secretary of Health of Mexico, puts Baja California, our state, he puts it on number 3. Amazing. He puts it on number 3 next to number 1 city that is more affected with this pandemic, that is the city of Mexico. Then is Guadalajara with a lot of municipal cities. And in third, you got Baja California, our state, with all their municipal cities, that there are 5. So it's Tijuana, Tecate, Ensenada, Rosarito, and Mexicali. All their municipal cities. So we are on the 19th of April. The curve is going to escalate. The curve is going to escalate. And why is it going to escalate? Because, I'm sorry to say this, but we have been so irresponsible with this. And a lot of constitutionalists and a lot of nationalists in the United States are saying they're keeping us inside a bubble, inside a house. They're not letting us out. Us Americans, we are conscious and we know what to do with the pandemic. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, you Americans are conscious and you Americans are more aware of what this pandemic may cause. That you are, prepared for the pandemic? No, you're not. Let me tell you why you're not. You were lacking of ventilators, and there are a lot of people passed away. So you cannot say it's influenza, bro. It's talking about 2020 right now. A lot of people passed away. There was not a, President Trump came right into the moment to attack this pandemic, but it was not a preparation for this. But let me tell you something. That is the United States more aware, more prepared, more conscious, more, the citizens of the United States are more, not to say intelligent, but they're more, open-minded about, you need to do this, you need to do that, to control and to go on with your lives and to work and to do this. Yes, you are. In comparison to Mexico. Mexico, when they told everybody to stay home, nobody stayed home. When we needed to stay home, the president of Mexico went out there and said socialize. When the pandemic hit phase 2, now don't socialize. When, all of this stuff. So it's really difficult for you guys to compare yourself with Mexico. Please don't. There's a lot. It's a world of difference. It's a third world class country with a first world class country. It's a world of difference. So it's not, it's not about, no, it's because they're keeping us inside, Oscar. I know they're doing that, and they're violating the Constitution, but your president is saying that. So you're telling me that President Trump is violating the Constitution. Come on, bro. Like, it's incorrect. The thing right here is that, yes, Americans need to express their inconformities to going out and to say, you know what, we need to go back to our lives, to make a lot of people essential again, and to, to world and to the United States of America, be, to keep the ball rolling, keep it rolling. And this is, this is really important. As Mexico is moving on to phase 3, that is, on the 19th of April, Mexico is going to move to phase 3. A lot of companies are going to be affected. Humongous companies are going to get affected over here. And the quarantine is going to move all the way to May. If it was going to be open on the 31st of April, they're just declaring phase 3. So they're going to move it to the 31st of May. One more month. So right now, all the, the citizens, we are concerned of what the president is doing. We always been concerned, like me, that I am against, this socialist leader. I'm always concerned for whatever decision he takes, because it affects not only my country, but it affects the neighbor that is the United States of America and the relations that we have. Although he claims and he says that he has a great relationship with the President Trump, that he does not. But, he says all of this stuff that, that he has a great relationship with President Trump. Well, I don't think so. But knowing the fact that we are in phase 3, and knowing the fact that, we are categorized right now in phase 3, we were not prepared as a country. And everybody right now in the country is blaming AMLO. Everybody right now is blaming him. The people that are more conscious, the people that are more open-minded, the people that they understand now that the country is getting out of his hands, now they understand that this president is a mess. He is a complete mess. And to tell you the truth about how it's a complete mess, he was telling everybody that we were prepared. Yesterday, we saw this do more reporting on the ear with Venezuela and the cartel wars. I will do more, but right now, what is concerning my country, I need to focus on that. And I will do one, especially on Venezuela and on what is going on with the United States in that on Saturday. I will do that. But right now, we got a problem over here. And this is a situation knowing the fact that President AMLO is saying, oh, you know what, we don't have a problem, we are okay, la la la, we got a lot of equipment, all of this stuff. And then yesterday you see nurses, doctors, and personnel from a medical institute in the city of Puebla fighting against the directors and the ones that they protect the institute for equipment. Imagine that. And they were hitting them because they needed equipment to work. And all these directors, they have the audacity to go to the nurses and the personnel and tell them you're over exaggerating. And the personnel and the nurses and the doctors say, you gotta be kidding me. You are in your office. You don't deal with the patients. You're not exposing your life. We got family that we need to go back to. Do you know how it's affecting and how the changes are affecting in our lives? Do you know? So they get into a fight. It starts getting like a little riot inside the hospital. They get into a fight, and it is amazing how they're hitting our nurses, our doctors, our personnel from the institute, the ones that they're saving lives. They're bullying them. They're hitting them. It's amazing. It's incredible, the ignorance of our personnel, how unprepared we were, and how we don't value at this moment every paramedic, every nurse, every guy that wants to risk their lives in the Institute Mexican of Social Security, every doctor. We don't value that. It is amazing. Wow. And they're hitting them. There's a video that I posted on my page. How ungrateful our country is. My God. And this comes with all the ignorance. You know, I was talking last night on the Mexican live feed, and I was telling all the Mexican people, you guys came to my live feed, and a video that, went viral yesterday, two days ago. I did a video on the Clinic 20th, and it had a little bit of 150,000 views, I believe so. And a lot of this, from people from the left, from AMLO, came into the live feed. And they started attacking, being disrespectful. Now, they were saying, you're a communicator, Oscar. You are a reporter. You cannot be engaging with the public. You cannot be talking to the public. You cannot be, you cannot be disrespecting the public. That's the public, whether there's a bad opinion or a good opinion. You're right. But guess what? I don't follow that. Really. Right now, we're in a serious situation where I went to the hospital, and there were people outside waiting for a turn to go inside the hospital and check themselves, and they were sick. And I was giving gloves away, and you come into the live feed and you start insulting my persona, and you start insulting the people that they were there. Total shame on you. And I called them imbeciles, idiots, and ignorant people. Those were the three insults that they took. Oh my God, hold on. I'm going to hurt your feelings. And this is the difference. I'm going to respond to you. It's not like the other broadcasters that they don't respond, that they don't give an F. I'm going to address you. If I see a comment that is insulting to what the people are doing right now, because this is a serious situation when it comes to the people that they're suffering outside of a hospital. You got to be kidding me with that. And you don't have, this is how the ignorance is in our country. This is how the ignorance is right now in our country. It is huge, the ignorance in our country. We are now in the eyes of the evidence of how our country is so unprepared for a pandemic, and it's they don't care about if 500,000 people are dying at a day. They don't care. An example, they don't care. And it's we already, if people on the live feed are always bringing up 5G, they're bringing out the Communist Party. I already, for new viewers or new upcomers, I already have done videos about that. 5G, the 5G, how, we talked about China. We talked about how China is allied with, all other countries, and how right now, Trump is trying to take out Venezuela and trying to get, as an ally to Russia. We already talked about that. If you guys want to check one of those videos, go back to my live feeds. So this is so sad in our country. It's so sad. It's so sad. What is happening in Mexico is so sad. And it's really hard to digest, and it's really hard to understand. And in the middle of all this pandemic, in the middle of all this, the Financial Times comes out and he practically says to the world, hey, you know what, Mexico, citizens of Mexico, you need to stop your president. And then the response of our president is amazing. You know what he responded? Somebody at the next, morning conference that he always does in the morning, asked him, hey, Mr. President, the Financial Times, a great, analyst of the world for finances, said that, Mexico, Mexican citizens, you need to stop your president from deteriorating your country. You know what the president responded to that? I don't read the Financial Times. You don't read nothing at all, buddy. You don't read nothing at all. You're telling everybody you don't read the Financial Times? Come on, man. You don't read not even you know how to read your birth certificate, I think so. It is amazing the responses that he gives. It is incredible. And the most incredible thing about this is that he has the audacity now to go to the governor of the Bank of Mexico, the National Bank of Mexico. And he already has, the escrow, the capital escrow, the municipal capital escrow from every state. They already, deviated those funds to his account, not to personal account, to the treasury. So he has control of that money. So everybody's giving control to AMLO to manage the money so he can spread the money as he wants to. Socialism. It's just complete socialism. I told you guys, I've been telling you guys, we were in phase 2. Now we're going on phase 3. Now we're going to phase 3. Ray Gonzalez is saying Financial Times is a liberal newspaper. Imagine, Ray, imagine this. So Financial Times is a liberal newspaper. Okay. So imagine a liberal newspaper criticizing strongly, if you believe that is a liberal newspaper criticizing strongly AMLO. Imagine that he's a socialist. Imagine how bad is it. So I was telling you that AMLO wants to have control about all the finances in our country. He wants to have control of all the finances in our country, all of the finances. The problem with this is that every time that everybody gives him control, his cabinet, they understand that they are controlling the country, and they're giving them the right, the power of the people. So AMLO went to the governor of the one that controls the National Bank, because he's losing millions and millions and millions of pesos right now with this pandemic. And he went to the National Bank and he told them, hey, you know what? I want to have control of, what you got over there. I want to have control. And of course, they told him, you know what? No, we're not going to give you control of the National Bank. What the hell's wrong with you? He wanted to control man, this president is something else. He wanted the control of the National Bank also. Wow. He wanted to control everything. He wants to control all the federal funds, all the funds from the country. He wants everything to be controlled. Talk about, and then all these leftist liberals talk about, us being narcissists, the conservatives or the right wing, or, the ones that they don't agree with, whatever the left is. Because everybody that doesn't agree with the left, he is a narcissist, he's a fascist, he's a racist, he's everything. But talk about AMLO being a narcissist. Amazing. It is completely amazing. And nobody addresses that to the point that everybody thinks that is, that is normal right now. It's amazing. So for everybody that is watching, who controls the national banks? Liberals? I don't think so. I don't think that they're liberals. So they denied the access to the funds to AMLO. Pretty much they're denying now, and business, big strong business people in our country of Mexico are denying access to AMLO. They're denying it. They're telling him, hey, you know what? We are going to deny every access to you. And it is one of the most amazing things that right now he is not getting that access. And how is he going to do it? I'm told you guys, Mexico, if this thing continues, and if the ball doesn't continue to be rolling, and people start being ignorant and not addressing the situation like it is, we're going to be in a recession real close. God bless everybody that is watching. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, at all his platforms, and also subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to Border Network News at Facebook. Also, give it a like right there at that page. Also, you can follow my page. It's Oscar Blue right here at Facebook, and also at YouTube. You can follow my page. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. If you guys want to donate and contribute to my work, there's my PayPal and my page. God bless you all. Stay safe, and always remember, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.